Shalom, Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Racha, Kadash, double honors the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutation to all the Akim, all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth, sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I want to get into what we got going on. You know, you got, right now we are in spring, and a lot of these high schools and colleges are going off into spring breaks. And, when I was young and, a youngster, we used to go down to Florida, and hang out during the spring breaks. We would go to Daytona or Panama City Beach, and cut up. I've never really been down to South Beach, but I dealt with Central and Northern Florida. But, it was a fun time back then, and I went more for the experience. Of course, the women were there. We on the beach. I want to see the bathing suits, But right now, in the time we're in, shit, man, these jokers ain't playing, man. These women, they're not, they doing it. They things have changed. These women are very, very promiscuous nowadays. Even though it's harder for a man to just walk up to a woman and talk to him. You got to go online and stuff, or meet them on one of these sites or something to that matter. But the point is that these women are just out of control right now. They don't care. They don't mind doing what they do, and it's coming to a point where you have to realize that what's at the door, war is knocking at the door. Our president is thinking about different ways to try to offset your happiness for the most part, man, and also to keep you down in that happy, docile state, because if you're always thinking about happiness, when doom and gloom comes, what are you gonna do, Well, in Houston, like I say, Texas right there on the border. We already know what happened a month ago, dealing with the narco guy. Truthfully, so much has been happening this year with this president we got. Things are rolling. We're 3 months into this year. We are 3 months into this year, man. And things are rolling. We're getting ready to enter our 4th month. But, the reason it's Houston is because what's going on down there, man. These women are down there burning men up, and men are burning these women up down there, man. It's a big sex pot going on down there, But, and then these women, come to find out, these women, and the main point that made me put this video together, do this video, is because these women are leaving from down there with their burnt up self and going back home to their husbands or boyfriends and playing like they ain't done nothing. Proverbs 30:20. Such is a way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness, man. So yes, these women are coming back to your little towns, your little cities, wherever you live at, with these burning cats. Cats that are on fire. And don't mind passing it out to the next person, man. So, in this place, in this wicked society, these women try to be like men. They want to run their numbers up, because when I was growing up, that's what the women used to say. They're like, we want to be like men. We want to be like men. I want to be able to do what you do. You go, your thing with different women and this and that. But it wasn't, the way they were looking at it was totally different, For one, for all jokes aside, a woman has a vagina and we have a key. That keyhole can get ran out, plain and simple, And women, they believe their vagina is going to last forever. And that's why they have vagina rejuvenation clinics nowadays. Women can go in there and get their vaginas. What are they doing to it? They're making it be as tightening it up as a virgin, so to speak. Even though in reality they're not a virgin, but they can make that womb down there tight to be like a virgin. With the medicines and stuff they have out now, man. And so these are the things that's going on. And these women, they're running around like they ain't done nothing, man. And then they go back home to their husbands and boyfriends and pass on that fiery, man, But yeah, these people, and then when you go down and you think about it, we got war all across the world going on right now. But our people are thinking about nothing but partying, man. They're thinking about nothing but partying. And even their leaders are telling them to party even more and harder, you know? Go to some of these churches and stuff, man. What are they talking about, man? Not a goddamn thing, but twerk revivals and weird things of that nature. They're not breaking down the scriptures. They're not telling you the times we're in. They're not even telling you about what's getting ready to hit the earth, man. About the judgment that's going to come, man. You know, with that RFID. You know? These are the things that should be on these people's minds. But partying and bullshit is on their mind. This is Matthew 15 and 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch, man. So the Lord has a big, a ditch here for these people, man. You know, and this is not the ditch that you want to be a part of. This is not the ditch that you want to fall in, man. You know, and then calling to the Lord to pull you out. No, it's too late, man. It's going to be too late. Because right now the prophets are out on the highways and byways as well as on the internet pushing these videos, telling you to come out of your wicked way. But what do? It's too grievous for you. You know, we're too boring for you. We're too strict for you. You know, the Lord's ways are too strict for you. These are the things that come out of these people's mouths, man. The simpletons' mouths, man. Salaki. But yeah, these are the simple things that come out of these people's mouths, man. They just want to have fun, you know. Well, yeah, your leaders are blind. They're gonna lead you to a ditch, man. You know, they're not telling you about nothing that's going on, man. You know, like I said, you got borders. You got war on the borders of America. As far as we done went into Mexico and killed one of their narcos and put it and made sure that their military. It's a movie called Sicario, which it breaks down how when America goes into these other countries, especially in South and Central America. They just can't go with the DA. They got to come with the FBI, DA, the CIA, ATF. They come with different agencies because the crimes have to fit our so-called laws in order to be justified to the people. You know, so they just lie to the people, man. Let me bring this out. This is Jeremiah 5 and 31. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by the means, and my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof, man? So, you know, like I say, our people love to hear the false prophecy. They love to hear about just bullshit. Not even false prophecy, just bullshit, man. You know, you ain't just tune them into party and bullshit, and they'll be cool with that, man. You know? And then you can intertwine it with church, and that's even a bigger blast for them, man. They really look forward to coming Sunday and opening a pocketbook to you, you know? Think about all these so-called progressive churches that are out here nowadays, man. You know? You can't make this thing up, man, what they do and what they talk about in these churches, man. You know? So, yeah, our people love to hear that false prophecy what the church pushes to them. And then what's the end of it, you know? You're dying off faster. You're getting more and more diseases. Your kids are being gangsters and dykes, you know? What's the end point? What's the end result of it, man? More and more wickedness, man. You know? Yeah, these people. It's you know, the Lord is surely, you know, showing signs of this place going down. But our people, they just love the bullshit, and when they just want to party, they just want to, you know, I gotta get away, you know, and go party and dance. You know, that's their thing, man. And don't get me twisted, man. You know, that's our type of relief. But right now, in the time we're in right now, it's not a time for that, man. And don't get swept under that disillusion, man. You know? That everything's okay. Everything's going to continue as it was. That's not true, man. This is... Salak. Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, man, these people, you know, it's about to be an end for all that fun and party shit, you know, especially with all the things that are going on. You know, Trump You know, has war on all fronts of the world right now. And they're gonna need troops very soon. So the draft will be coming soon. So all you that want to party and stuff, just get ready to put your music in your iPods and get ready to go to war. You know, get ready to defend the country that you so much love. You know, since you can't be told nothing, you can't be told to come out of your wicked ways. You know, you love this Greek, you love your wicked ways. You love the place. You love the foot that you love the way that the place put his foot on your ass and your neck. So it's it's gonna be the death of you. You know, it's gonna be the death. So yeah, man, I just wanted to bring this out on this Houston stuff and everything that was going on over there. You know, and these women, like I said, I seen a video of these women coming back home, and their husbands and some of their boyfriends already had their bags at the door, like, yeah, woman, you ain't coming in here. You is not coming in here. You know, especially not with that fire cat you got. Like I said, these women, they say it's the things that they do is not cheating, man. They go out and blow a rod and say it's not cheating or hide it from you, you know, until you hurt their feelings and then throw it in your face. So yeah, bro, just keep in mind, man. You know, we're almost out of here, and keep in mind, be aware of what's going on, where your girl done went, what city she done went to. You know, be aware of all these things, man. Because mind you, the world is in deep slumber. With that being said, I hope it's edifying. Shalom, Maki.